はいどうも、探偵です。お願いします。今日はですね、なんとエピックゲームの無料のやつがあったんで、やろうかなと思って、ちょっと久々に頭を使おうかなということで、シャーロック・ホームズ、クライムズ&パニッシュメントやっていきたいと思います。なんか単純な謎解きゲーらしいので、まあいけるでしょう。その辺ちょっと頭使ってみようかなというようなところでございます。はい、早速やっていきますか。ゴー。これって音聞こえてますかね。大丈夫かな。オープニングムービーかな。さて始まりますかね。続ける押さないといけない。おっと、銃声がしましたね。何しとんの。怖い、いきなりなしでしょそれ。これはあいつやべえじゃん。
Holmes, will you stop that?
完全にやべえじゃん。ホームズやべえじゃん。待って。さすがにそれはちょっとどうなの。
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
集中したいと。なんかキーワードが出てる。
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr.
す
Holmes.
ごいね。
Gentleman by the name of Peter
今のキーワードで
Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
あれか。
A sailor, most
音だけで
probably.
推理したっていう。
What happened here?
よう覚えてるな。
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
あらら。
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase
確
collection
かに
this
割りた
morning.
くはなるよ
I
ね。
couldn't think of a better
つ
use
ぼって
for
割り
it.
たいよね。
You're out of your mind.
まあどうにかしてるかね。
I missed four
どうにかしてると思う。
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with
こ
a
れ何
small
年の話
fortune.
なんだろう。
He invested his money in a
1884
property
年って
called Woodman's Lee,
言
near
ってるから
Forest
1900
Row
年
in
代
Sussex.
半ばか。
It was where he lived for 6
そこか。
years and where he was found dead
鳥の
yesterday.
リ
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
30分時間くれ
Take
な
your
いか。
time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr.
コ
Holmes.
リのリ。
I should help
木
Mrs.
こりの
Hudson
リってな
here.
んだ。木こ
I
りの
also
リ。
have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
ああ、ホームズが一人で行くと。なるほど。タブをして事件簿を開くと、現時点の捜査の進展状況を確認することができる。ピーター・ケアリー、ブラック・ピーターとしても知られていた。はあはあはあ、なるほど。すげえ顔だけ見ると怪しいけどな。待って待って待って。感度がすごいな、これ。
My archive.
なるほど。
This is where I keep my
ちょっとお
post.
待ちよ。感度が高すぎてすごい遊びづらい。はい。30ぐらいでどうでしょう。再開。あ、まあ30でも全然。
Oh, what a mess!
あ
What
あ、
a
ごめんなさい。散ら
terrible
かしちゃい
mess!
ましたねと。ここ
I
で
cannot
落ち
leave
合い。
yet.
あ、何
I am not finished here.
まだ要は住んでない。
You go along to Peter Carey's house.
Careyの家に
Mrs.
来てくれ。
Hudson and I will take care of the mess you...
顕微鏡。いや、どういう絵これ。怖いねんけど。いや、何今の。顕微鏡っていうか、あれもう、望遠鏡だよな。ホームズの部屋。化粧台。あ、なんか選べんだ。メガネ。あー、なるほど。ひげ。あー、なんかこのキャラメイク的なのがここまでできるんだ。洋服ダンスなんだ。服着替えないといけないね。ノート、山賊、薄手の上着、灰色の上着。まあこんなんでいいんじゃないですかね。あとはなんもないかな。ワトソンくんのお部屋お邪魔します。なんもないと。地図。
A map of London. A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
まず今やることは殺人事件の調査をすると。殺人現場、犯罪現場を捜査する。だからここでいいんじゃね。着替えたしガウン着てねえし。課題観光人物像。お、どうした？ついた？
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here.
不
Come
穏な
on.
空気が。誰？ああ、警部補だっけ？警部だっけ？します。
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you.
どうも、
Allow
シャー
me
ロ
to
ック・ホームズ
introduce
で
you
す。
to
名
Mr.
探偵
Sherlock
です。
Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
何か変わったこと。何これ。なんだ。気になるものがないか探すって感じこれ。これだな。これどれだ。冠柄、園芸用手袋、もう一個なんかある。鳥小屋。ああ、これで観察できますと。はいはいはい。で、これでなんか質問ができると。何か変わっていたこと。
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream.
恐ろしい叫び声を聞いたと。
He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
飲むと叫ぶんですね。はいはい。
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
いつ見つけ
In
た
the
のか。
morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open,
小屋の
but I
扉
didn't
が
go
開い
in
てる
to
のに気
take
づ
a
いた。
look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it.
なるほど。
At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in
あ
through the
あ、で、
door
3時
and...
間後に
Oh, yeah.
思い切って覗いたと。はあはあはあ。
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different,
Oh, oh,
wasn't he,
oh, oh.
when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Never mind. You have it.
Yes.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
どういう
Oh,
こと
my
や。
goodness, but how do you know about that?
Never mind. Thank you, madam.
これで。はいはいはい。で、証拠。ピーターとの不幸な結婚でジューディス・ケアリーは不快な生活を送っている。ローマカトリック教徒で若い頃に巡礼をしたと。はいはいはい。
Mr. Holmes?
ミスター・ハウン
Mr. Holmes?
あ、終わり？なんもないの。待って、なんかさっきのすげえ気になるな。
You have
これ
indeed.
どうするのが正解？
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
なんかそうか、さっきのあれがなんかぼやけてたから多分あれがどうにもならないか、言葉がよくわかんないけど。お、庭
It
調べ
seems
る。
that the garden was well maintained.
手入れが行き届いている。見えない壁がすごく多いですね、これ。ちょっと。
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
なるほど。現場はそのままにしてあると。さすがです。
Mr. Holmes?
お前さっきの警官と同じ声してるぞ。兄弟か。双
The
子か。
door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday. to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello,
hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
他の人が見落としそうな細部にまで目を配るよう周囲を集中して見るのだ。
These scratches are fresh.
書き傷はまだ新しい。
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
にした道具がなかった。じゃあ開けてみますか。さあさあさあ。
What a terrible way to die.
おお、ちょっとこれえぐいな。どっから行くか？棚から？
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the
なる
shelf.
ほど、なんか置いて
An
あったのか。
object was taken from here. It was larger than a book, a box or a small chest,
なるほど。
perhaps.
なるほど、なるほど。公開
The
し。
ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
なるほど。そして木の箱。
Old navigation
Okay,
instruments,
dog.
nothing interesting.
ブーツ。
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
サイズは8と。ほうほう。待って、これ使った状態でこれ調べられない。特に何もないのか、じゃあ。で、机の上。2人分だね、グ
Someone
ラス。
drank from this glass recently.
タバコ入れ。
The initials PC have been crudely
ピーター・
burned.
ケアリーですかね。
A sailor's work.
中身はなんだ。
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
これちょっと一旦どけて。あ、そういうこと？こんな感じ？引きずる。こうか？あ、こんな感じだね。スペース飛ばす？タバコの葉。なんか惜しい気がするんだけど。惜しい気はするんだけど。 れは多分選手とかその部分だよな、多分。なんかこういい具合にこういかんな。こんな感じ。お、これでいいんじゃね。お、できたっぽい。いえ、さすがさすが。名探偵ですのでこれぐらいは
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco,
やりま
quite
すよ。
strong and very popular among sailors.
で、あとは
Rum,
ラ
a
ム酒。
sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink
ま
before
あ
he
飲んだっ
met
て言
his
ってたし
death.
ね、なんか叫んでたって言ってたし。あとはじゃあ死んだピーター・キャリーしかないね。ピーター・キャリーの
This
顔
man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite
50
strong.
代で頑強な体つき。
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise.
なるほ
It is
ど。
possible that he knew his murderer. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the
確
blow
か
was
にめちゃく
immense.
ちゃ思いっきりつかないとこうはならない。手帳ある。回転させてこうかなんもないな。
JHN are probably the initials of the
JHN.
owner of this notebook.
JHN。 JHN。 ナイフ。
This wooden handle is
では
plain
無地で
and
頑
solid.
丈だ。
This
で歯
blood
は
is from the pool
はい
underneath the
はい
dead
死体の
body.
下の血のみから来
Peter
たもの。
Carey tried to defend himself with this knife,
ああ、な
but
る
he
ほ
did
ど。
not succeed. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
森打ちつけられるほどのあれあんの？なんかあるかな。あととりあえずはいいか。ピーター・キャリーの頭文字の PC。 キャリーのブーツサイズは8。埃の中の輪郭。本よりも大きい箱もしくは小さい箱かもしれない。ジューディス・ケアリー。人物像。ジューディス・ケアリー、ピーター・ケアリー。なんか増えてるな。で、殺人現場の捜査でしょ。それで証拠としては今のところ経歴でしょ。巡礼。とりあえず一回これ聞いてみるか。特にはないよな、ここ以外は。これだともう一回見たって何も変わんねえよな。はい、変わんない。待って、警部補なんか話する？
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene? Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
あ、ボットだ。捜査終わりました、ボットだ。 話聞けないのこれ。あ、聞けない？あ、待って、なんか使える？なんか待って。足跡調べられるよね。これで、あれ？
These boots
でっ
don't
かく
match
ね？
the footprints.
これも違うね。
These footprints.
よし、とりあえずこれ聞いてみよう、一回。奥さん、お話いいですか？訪問者はあったのか？
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he
友人
didn't
が
really
い
have
ない。
many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here
孤立した
after
生
his
活。
retirement.
あんた結婚してるのにそんなことあんの？
Can you please tell me what occurred on the
これ
evening
さっ
of
き
the
聞いた
murder?
か？
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
なるほど。出演者だったか。
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't
お
smoked in a
長い
very
間
long
吸
time.
っていない。庭
The
師はい
garden
る？
is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
夫が自分で？はあ、なるほど。
Your husband's private
なるほど、なるほど。
papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely
トイレでも
larger than
少
a
し大
book.
きめな小さ
He
な箱
kept
が
his
あります。
papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
小屋のどこかにあるでしょう。あ、もうこれないかな。あ、はいは
Thank you, madam.
い。なるほど。ってことをもう一回ちょっと小屋探してみる？小屋にあるっつってんだから、あるでしょ？と。
This place, an object was taken from here.
持ち去られたんだよな。でも部屋の中にある気配ないしな。しかもこれ靴の足跡ちゃうやろ。
Mr. Holmes?
何かがあるはずなんだけど、家の中は入れんの？わかるない。何かあるわけではない。さて。
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs.
Yes.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
プリマ、そういうこと。プリマスはどうやって知ったのか。
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there,
なるほどなるほど。
and you married him soon
これで進ん
afterwards.
だな。
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
はいはいはい。
Thank you, madam.
Who could do such a thing? Who could do such a thing? My
なる
poor...
ほど。でもブーツが一致しないってことはもう他の犯人がいるってことだな。最近だしな。箱を持ち去ったやつがいるってことだよな。もうこれ話していけな
Who
い。
could do such a thing?
聞けないね。
My poor husband.
一回ね。一回ちょっと話をしよう。
Have you finished inspecting the crime?
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book, a box or a small chest, perhaps.
箱を見つけられればいいんだけど、箱がない。どこだ。この状態からいける？どうか。お？裏あんじゃん。でも裏あるけど、対して何かできるってわけでもない。手詰まりかこれ。あるものが必要。
These footprints appear to be quite large.
箱の中。箱の中はもう何もなさそうだ。公開日誌でしょ。棚。地図。あ、地図まだ見てなかった。ダンディ。
Dundee. Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
はあはあはあ、なるほど。捕鯨の公開回路っていうかあれだな。これまだ血の海いける？なんか
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
JH なんかある。何もないような。
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime,
死んだ
but it
後に
was
落ちた。
dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter
死んだ
Carey.
後に落ちた。お？
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
一個増えたな。
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
B なんだこれ、なんか出てる。なるほど。紛失したブリキ缶。手帳。これだけだと足りないな。なんだろう。あ、なるほど。
Ha! Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to
で、
force
昨
the
日
door to
は
gain
開けれ
entry.
なかったと。なるほど。開けれなかったけど、今日は開けてやろうと来るというところを待ちましょうと。警部補。
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
再び。
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor.
拳銃のよ
Well,
うに。
gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night
って
ahead
こ
of
とは多
us.
分でけえ足跡のやつが戻ってくるんだろうな。
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
お、進んだ。推理空間アイコンは揃っているとなんかあると。はいはいはい。なるほど。さあ夜になりました。から犯人が戻ってきてとどうなるか。お、
Shh. Did you hear that?
いや、強いてその声がもう静かにしてほしいわ。ガチャガチャやってんね。開けた。
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
待ち伏せ成功。
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you
おい、お前
doing
は何
here?
者でここで何
You're
をしていたのだ。
detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocence? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not. It's a terrible mistake.
手違いだ。
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge.
言い訳は
You're
書で
coming
聞
with
こう。
me to the yard. But in light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow
お
morning.
まだ終わらないな、多分。問題は靴の足跡が青年かどうかってことかな。スコットランドヤード。課題事件の捜査で尋問。ショック保管室で所持品を調べる。
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable.
Good morning.
I would like to speak to the fellow
Morning,
who was
Lee.
arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
楽しみですね。どこに行ったらいいんですか
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes? ここじゃないな。ここかエビデンスルーム。あ、ここだ。肩が広くて。所持品。じゃん。
These are the suspect's belongings. A
Order
pocket
the knife.
knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A
で、ハンケ
handkerchief
チ。
with the initials JHN.
で、あとは
The
手と。
notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
指輪。
And partner,
パートナー。
1883.
結婚指輪
To my friend, from R. Dawson.
R.
Dawson.
Dawson.
I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
なるほど。持ち物はこれで以上となります。書庫で検索。あるものが必要。スタッフルーム。インスペクターレスト
Locked.
なんとか。こう何英語弱なので意味がわからんが、とりあえず行ってみよう。検視の部屋ですね、これ。おそらく。好き勝手開けて入ってますけど、いいんですかこんな。警察がこんなガバガバでいいんですかいくら探偵相手とはいえ。
Locked.
こっちどういける
Mr. Holmes?
ホームズさんしか言わんや、お前。こっち何やっほー、お元気ですか手帳について。
Does this notebook belong
持っ
to
てきたんか、お
you?
前。
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
詰まったね、今。
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things
もっと悪い
worse.
方向に。
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
ナイフ。
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
誰も殺してない。人殺しはみんなそう言うんだよ。
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
あ、すげえ、こいつなんかイライラする。
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then,
ですよね。
hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
あ、もう無理だな、こいつ。水ぼらしい帽子。当てるの。さて、貧乏だな、おめえ。さては貧乏だな、お前。竹合ってないな、お前。
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
まだ言うか。
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man,
どんどん追い詰め
Mr.
られていき
Nelligan.
ますね。
Furthermore,
さん。
the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job,
なるほど、
and
な
it
るほ
was
ど。
most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can
Diga,
tell from the
boru-boru da.
scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please let me.
とりあえず書庫で検索すればいいかなと。父親が失踪した後、家族貧乏のちった。と押し入りを試した。庭師はいない。壁に張り付いている。あれダメ？どれかな。ブリキ缶。違うか。考えるんだ俺。タバコを吸わない。関係ないよな、だって。被害者の血波の落ちていた手帳を取り戻そうと誰かが押し入ろうとした。押し入りを試みた人物が犯人だと言える。 熟で訓練されている男が森を投げて完全に体を貫通できるほど上手に投げることができるのか確かめる必要がある。確かに。
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
ちょっと自宅戻る必要があるよね、これ。で、自宅戻ってと、ワトソンくん。
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
捕鯨し
Are
ましょ
you
うぜ。
serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife,
ポ
Watson.
ン釣り。
Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
携帯が
Ah,
手
I
に
see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
あー
Watson,
ワンダフ
let
ォー
us
で
pay
最
a
悪だ
visit
った
to
の
our
に。
butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a
よく
well-fed
太った
pig.
豚の死骸。
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should
手
do
に使
quite
っていいん
nicely.
ですか？そんな。あと書庫で調べたかったね、確か。書庫。ドーソン検索。ドーソン&ネリが。英国で23番目に大きな銀行。歴史上2番目に最大の負債額による経営破綻。コーンウェル。コーンウェル家に破滅を引き起こした。銀行家の一人であるジョシュア・ネリガン。ジョシュア・ネリガン。あいつの父親かな。ってことはジョシュア・ネリガンと被害者のあやつが
Here it is.
同じ船に乗って
Now
た
I
と。
begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with
そういう
the
ところ
murder.
ですかね、これは。
It is time to ask him.
待って待って。特にあとはないか。とりあえずじゃあ
I
肉
need
焼く
to
か。
take a harpoon
ああ、
with
そっ
me.
か、森が必要だから、先にスコットランドヤード行って話を聞きたいか。ロード画面。到着。お話を聞かせてもらうよ。 やあ青年。あれもしかしてこれ、あ、ドーソン&ネリガン。これこれ。
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
進展がありましたね。で、ってことで一回その道、木こりのリーに行かないといけない。森取るにしろ、公開日誌見るにしろ。公開日誌。
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
ピーター・キャリーでしょ。
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
なんだこれ。
Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
なるほど、なるほど。森なんてあったっけ？あ、これか？
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
実験の準備はできましたというところで、ちょっと一旦ブンカー街でなんとかかんとかをできるかな。そう、捕鯨船に乗ってたやつを探せるはず。
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere, They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I
窓
have
の下
only
に
to
2
call
回
him.
いつもいるんですか？トビー。
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
トビーかわいいね。ウィギンズさん、いらっしゃいます？
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
ちょろすぎんそれ。そんなんで。
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
一回じゃあ呼ばれてるから、ヤード行きますか。これじゃ何読んでんだ？中身がわからん。呼ばれたから来たよ。呼ばれたから来たよ。
I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley.
お、
I'm
新しい
thinking
容
that
疑
this
者が
case will be resolved very quickly now.
捕まえられましたと。
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well,
Oh.
the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
まあ怪しいね。
Let us hope so.
Oh yes, and one more thing. The constable told me
手紙を書いてい
that
た。
at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
あのスコットランドヤードがホームズより先にだと？お、ハートレー。あれこれ靴、この靴、
These are the
こ
suspect's
の靴は
belongings.
あれじゃないですか。ブーツ。これ最後
Liam
8じゃないです
Hurtley's
か。
old
あ、
boots.
9、じゃあいい
They're
か。
a size 9 and a
だから
half.
被害者が8でこれが9半だから多分サイズ的には
A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
多分ちょうどいいんだろうな。
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with
シ
the
ミは
proper
まだ
chemicals.
新しい。化学薬品で取り除ける。
These are the suspect's belongings.
なんかまだ調べれたのがあったよな。
I wonder if these are connected. No, that's not it.
で、そうかそうか。CPR、これ？
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
これ証券の番号が書いてあったのかな、おそらく。紛失した紙とはこれブリキ缶の中が一緒なんじゃねえの？証券が入ってたんじゃねえこれ。だよな、おそらく。でもまあ証券を取りに来たけど見つかっちゃったから殺したと。被害者の津波に落ちていた手帳を取り戻そうと誰かが教えようとした。はいはいはい。で、ネリがブラックピーターの小屋の中で父親の紙片を探していた。 こっちだな。となると、もう今のところないかなと。つながりそうなところは。一回じゃあホワイトチャペルの肉屋で森の実験しますか。絶対ついちゃうか。おい、どうだい、ワトソン君。調子は。
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment.
思いも
The
いて豚の
challenge
死骸
of
に突き
lancing a
刺しに
pig's
挑む。
carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well
まだ
practiced
だ
in
から
this
な、そのう
exercise.
ち熟練士になるんだろうな、ワトソン。ホームズ。
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
あ、さすがに。ここら辺で。
Holmes, you should try to aim better and
あれ、
throw
ダメ？
as hard as you can.
ああ、違う違う違う違う。ああ、下手くそ。下手くそ、そんなんじゃ寮に行けねえぞ、おめえ。はい。ありゃありゃりゃ。
Holmes, I can't believe it.
お
Did
お
you just
煽る
miss?
ね、煽るね。ワトソン君、煽るね。来た来たよ。ズバッと。
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
壁に
If
突
it
き
was
刺さる
luck,
前
then
に
it
投
was
げ
a
る。
chance in a thousand that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to
Arara,
pay for all these
Watson,
carcasses you
sumanai ne.
happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
これで分析を行う。どっかでやれるのかな。一回ベーカー街戻って手紙を調べられるのかな。必要な力、壁に張り付いている。あ、どっちの線で行くかって話、これ。待って、でも2人こっちっぽいな。なんかここら辺で
This is where I keep my post.
自分の部屋で調べたりできない？あ、化粧台だこれ。薬品がなんかあったりしないんだ。残念。
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
ワトソン君の部屋になんかない？何もない。ここら辺でなんかできたりもしない。
A new suspect. But this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
ティータイムだね。お、分析用の机。
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh
フラスコの
ink.
化学
For
薬
this
品はある
purpose,
特定の
the
順番で
chemicals from
混
the
合し連
flasks
鎖反応を
should
引
be
き起こ
combined in a
す必要がある
certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent.
青なん
Third
とかなん
condition,
とかオレンジ
colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
7でしょ。青入れて
First condition, all 7 reagents. Second condition, third
無
condition,
色はオレン
colorless
ジの
reagent
後でしょ
should。be added after the orange reagent.
あー待って待って待って、これやり直したな。ということはあっても無色2つでしょ。
First condition, second, third condition, colorless. First, second
オレ
condition,
ンジは青
orange
から
reagent
数えて
should be
3
the
番目でし
third
ょ。
condition.
青でこれでオレンジ。無色。
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the
Aria?
beginning again.
あー待って、ってことは待て。青で緑、青でオレンジ、待って、青入れて青入れて緑入れてでもって青入れてでこれで青の一番最初の青の後のオレンジ透明で2つ目の青に対するオレンジ透明どうよ。
Done.
Okay,
Now I can proceed
来た。
further.
はい、来たー。楽しいこれ。
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
一度考え直してほしい。 これでだいぶ綺麗になったんじゃないですか。あなたに頼まれたようにあれは厳重に隠しておいたよ。だがもう一度考え直してほしい。つもりはない。誓っていよう。それに私たちが誓いを覚えていたら私は何も恥ずべきことをしてない。あなたに私は。まだいけるのこれ。
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
はいはい。そしてとりあえずあとじゃあ結局スコットランドヤード行きだなこれ。はいはい。到着で、じゃあ新しく捕まった人の尋問かな。お、
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
いらっしゃい。
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
答えてくれるかな。
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are and exactly what happened that you should be brought
一
here?
体何があったのか
My
ね。
name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you.
Oh.
But you're not getting any more than
話
that.
せー。
Well, we shall see.
何を隠したのか
So
ね。
tell me, Mr. Hurtley,
お
what did you
聞きし
hide?
よう。何を隠した。
Hide? What are you talking about?
しらばっくれと無駄だ。手紙。
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
簡単なことですよ。
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
古い傷跡。冠柄が入ったハンカチ。お、冠柄。植物の死骸。庭師の手。おっと、おめえ
That's all for now.
庭の手入れしてたな。
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
あいつが多分庭の手入れしてたんだな、多分。押し入り。
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
なるほど。有価証券。
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey.
最初の売り手が聞
These
いたわけは
papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
小屋にはなかった。あ、まあそうでしょうね。持ってかれた。
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
これ多分ハートレイさん庭の人だよね。足跡。彦祈り。 これでおそらく足跡が一致して庭の手入れしてたのはハートレイさんというところでしょう。スッとジャストですね。
These boots match the footprints exactly.
これでハートレイの足跡と庭師。庭師じゃない。これでもう一回戻ってハートレイさんに話を聞くというところでいいんじゃないですか。少しずつ事件が見えてきましたね。おそらく最初にピーターのところに来たのはハートレイさんかな。
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
木こりのリー。
Tell me, Mr.
知っ
Hurtley,
てるね。
what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
あんた知ってるね。
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
あ、これじゃない。正しい答えを選びます。
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
これ、違う。ブーツの型が一致するだ、これ絶対。
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
ブーツが一致
The
しちゃうんですよ
second
ね。
pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine?
殺
That
した
doesn't
とは言っ
make
てないで
me
す
a
よ。まだ
murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
あれ違う庭師の話。
Now that your presence at
庭師の
Woodman's
話
Lee
をしてほ
has
しい
been
感じかこ
proven,
れ。
would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
あんた庭師やろうと。
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How
あー、詰まったね、言葉に。
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief.
被
A
害者の
crested
奥さん
tit, if
と
I'm
同
not
じあれ
mistaken.
だよね、冠
all
があっ
right,
て。
all right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads.
なるほど。
But now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the
園芸道具
garden
置き場。
tools are kept at Woodman's
なん
Lee.
か置いてあったとこあったな。ゴリゴリ再び。なんかある推理。ないな。はい、到着と。 道具置き場。あんたずっといるね、ここ。暇な。主人、暇な、あんた。
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
知らない。
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee.
は
We
て
need
ど
to
こ
find
に
them.
あるのかな。
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me.
後ろの物置。
Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
鍵をゲットした。ここか。ここだな。オープン。
Let's see what could be hidden here.
おっと、サイズが合わない。お、来たね。サイズ感がする木箱出たね。開けちゃう
Let
よ。
us see what is in this box.
ん？これだと一致しないっぽいな。これをくるっと回さないといけない。これじゃない。なんじゃないこれ。証券かな。
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
ほうほうほう、なるほど。夫という十字架、重いな。重いな。あ、待って、これここでやり取りしてるってことかな。そんな感じがする。まだなんかある？もうないか。ないかな。これはもう聞くしかないですと。これでじゃあハートレイさんに突きつけたらいけるのでは。さあさあさあさあ、話を聞か
I'm
せて
not
もらおうか。
saying another word. I'm not saying another word.
はあ、おま。おま。
Mr. Holmes?
お前ふざけんなよ。話せよ。
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
I'm not saying.
お前話せよ。ふざけんなよ。 なんか足りない感じかな。
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is?
お前にもう言わない。こっちじゃないな。ここなんかあったっけまだ。もうないよな。違う違う違う。ちょっと奥さんに話聞けばいいかなこれ。ハートレイさんも話したくないって言ってるし、奥さんに聞くしかないな。不倫してたってことはもうバレてるんですよ。すいませんね、何度も。
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
What are you talking
と
about?
ぼける気ですか？
Mrs. Carey, we found your
見つけ
letters.
ちゃったんですよ
My
ね。
letters?
手紙。
I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
あんなことを
You
して。
believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
ウィギンズどうだい調子は。つながるかな。ライアム・ハートレイは妻を誘惑し、また彼女に恋をしていた。ハートレイのジューディス・キャリーへの愛情と癒しとして働いていたという事実が彼が殺人が起きた場に木こりのリーにいたという説明になる。ここまでかな。そうね、もうないね。
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that
見
list
つ
you
か
gave
った。
us.
やるね。
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
John York.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same
なるほど、
initials that were found
PC
on
で
the
しかも、
tobacco
ただ
pouch.
今森内しか見てなかった。
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
しばらくして。
We found Patrick Cairns.
パトリック・ケアン
Good
ズを見つ
job,
けたよ。
Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small
家
furnished
具
dump
付き
of
の
a
ゴ
room,
ミ屋敷。
but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
トゥギュニーがいくらぐらいのあれかがわからんけど。ここで一旦水で入ります。これとこれだ。タバコ吸わねえんだもんな。
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
それで服に船乗りのあれがあったの。そういうこと？ 髪型と帽子はどうでもいい。洋服ダンスでとりあえず服だけ変えればいいでしょう。だから船の
Now I can approach Cairns and
Yo,
see if he
y quiero
recognizes
ne-
the pouch.
酒場海の魔女。さあさあさあさあ行きますよ。お、いました。飲むね。
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
お、なにこれ腕相撲始まる？彼の表情を読み取りながら彼の動き、倒す、持ちこたえる、不動状態を判断して。こっから、これで一回耐えて、ここからいけない？どうちょっと負けそうやけどいけるこれ。内面いけそうだったねちょっと。ふっああ負けた。
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
ちょっと見た目を観察させていただいて。船乗りって感じですね。なんかある？お？金の耳飾り。安手の服。強い腕。
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
何笑ってんの？ほうほうほうほう。もう多分勝たないといけない気がする。
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
ダメダメダメ。あれダメ。待って観察力足りないな。もう俺勝てないと
I'm
進
ready
めな
to
い気がす
try
る。
again. Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
やってやるぜ。クリック連打でやらないとダメなゲームもしかして。相手をよく見て。どうだどうだどうだ。一回回復したい。一回回復して。ちょっと難しいこれ。タイミングだなマジで。顔見よう、顔をちゃんと見よう。お、来たよ来たよ来たよ。いいよいいよいいよ、待っていけるよいけるよいけるよいけるよいけるよ。いいよいいよいいよいいよいいよ、持ってきた持ってきた持ってきた持ってきた持ってきた。一回ちょっと待ってちょっと待って。一回グーってきてるのをちょっと流してこっから。はいどうダメはいダメはい弱い下手くそ。
I'm ready to try again.
もう一丁もう勝つわ。いくよ。ずっと力んだのがきついから、この辺で一気にグーって持っていきたいけど持っていけない。どうだここまで来た。よし。から違うな力んでる。待って、タイミングミスったね今絶対。違うな。 から行くぞ行くぞ行くぞ行くぞ行くぞ行くぞ。いやー仕留めきれん仕留めきれん。もうちょっとで行けそうなとこまで行くんだけど。ダメね、ダメなのこれ。ちょっと頑張って頑張って、ホームズ頑張って。ほいほいほいほいほいほいほい。ちょっとずつ盛り返していこう。まだまだまだまだまだまだ。頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ。いけるいけるいけるいける。まだまだまだまだまだまだいけるいけるいけるいけるよ。これ押しとこう押しとこう押しとこう押しとこう押しとこう押しとこう押しとこう。いくよいけるよいけるよいけるよいけるよ。頑張れ頑張れ。競ってる競ってる競ってるよ競ってるよ競ってるよ競ってるよ。ちょっと戻したいな。戻したいけどきついな。グッと行きたいグッと行きたいけどダメ。あー負けたー。でも勝たないと進めないからな。もう破産までやるしかねえなこれ。いいよこっからこっからこっからこっからこっから行こうこっから行こう。一回休憩しよう一回休憩しよう。はあ見せんな。いけるよ。ここだここだ。ここだ。なんか分かってきた分かってきた分かってきたぞ。であいつがこらえてる時はダメだ。普通の顔してる時だ。ここで畳みかけたい。いや一回ここだ。いけいけいけいけいけいけいけ。ここだな。あちょっと持久力がない。 ちょいなんだよな。もうちょいでいける気がするんだけどな。ここだ。ここだ。ここでこうググッとググッと。ちょっと頑張って頑張って頑張って頑張って頑張ってちょっと一回。ここから持っていきたい。ここから行きたいけどちょっと今ダメだなこれ我慢だ。こっから上げる。こっから上げる。こっから上げてる。いやー頑張れいける。表情を読むのむずないこのゲームちょっと。辛そうだね。俺も辛いよ。俺だってな辛いんだよ。あったまってきたな。
I'm ready to try again.
Fine.
こいつ表情読み取りづらくない？ちょっと倒す持ちこたえる不動状態。ここだ。ここで行こう。ここだ。待ってダメだ。ここで行こう。あ、じゃあダメだ。ここだ。いける。いけ。苦しいよな。俺も苦しいよ。ここだ。きたー。しゃー。
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
よし。
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
だから流れでもう一戦始まったけど、これね、連勝しないとダメ。 こうでしょ、こう来るでしょ。これでこうちょっと押してって耐えてるからちょっと戻るでしょ。でここでもうグーってグー、あ、ダメだ、耐えてる。ここで一回押し返して、で押し返るとって顔してるから、その時にもう一回グッてやると耐えられるから、ここだ。違うな。この把握しまってる時はこっちが耐えないといけない。辛いよな。来た。ここだ。ここでこうちょっと行きたいけど、これダメだな。これダメだな。あ、ダメだ。耐えられてる。ここで行きたい。ちょっと盛り返したよ。これ耐える。一回耐える。ここだ。実行してる。ちょっと待って。まだ頑張れ。ちょっと耐えて、苦しい。ここだ。あ、違う。グッてくるでしょ。そのうちグッてくるでしょ。こう行くでしょ。ここだ。済ました顔した時だ。違うな。待て。ここだ。あ、いけるよ。持たれたけどまだいける。ここだ。ここで行こう。ここじゃない？違う？いけてるね。いいよ。一回ちょっと持久力回復したい。一回耐えて、ここだ。ここだ。いける。違うな。ここだ。いけ。違う。ここだ。ここでしょ。違う。これだよね。ちょっととどめさせに行くまでのちょっとあれが足りない。食いしばってんな。ここだ。きたー。連勝。
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you
運
look.
が悪いってだけじゃないんだよな。俺が強いってことなんだよな。
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good.
大
Let's
盛り
have
だ。
a drink.
トータルで言ったら俺が負けてんだけどな。
You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
無職。
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
森内なんだって。
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of
クジラと
adventures, I
か
bet.
人とかついてるんですか
Of
ね。
course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed.
割れ筋。
I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
ノルウェー行ったんですよね。
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all.
最低なやつ。
Liar and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. Was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least not as good
嘘
as
つきで
Great
暴
Roger.
力を振るってもう無理じゃん。
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
もう一杯どうです？
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August
新
of
ユ
that
ニコー
year.
ン号の船長で予
Peter
備の
Carey
森
was
内だった
captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her.
船乗りじゃないやつが一人流されてた。
The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
それは誰だ？
And who was he?
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some
Oh,
long
Bridge-の箱。
talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye, even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what
2
happened
日
to
目
him.
の夜に消えたってそんなことある？
Nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark
足を
night.
結んで海に
2
放り
days
込む。
before we sighted the Shetland lights.
殺したやん。
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
最低だな。
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
なんか増えたね。私を隠そうとしていた。
Here it is.
これで話しかける。
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh,
戻ってきたじゃん。
Oh,
ラッ
it
キ
is.
ー。
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
変な名前の船長に変な名前の船しか出ねえな。
I'm done here. It's time to
オ
leave.
ッケーオッケーオッケー。オッケー、なんとか腕相撲勝ったから進んだ。これで次戻ってみる？スコットランドヤード。 て、こいつとこいつでタバコ入れは自分のものだと確認した。こっちだな。あ、待って、あ、いいんだな。力技。森内だしな。森で殺せんのこいつぐらいだしな。いやでもどうなんだろう。現場の状況的に言ったらもうこいつが殺したのは見えてるけど、計画的かどうか。どうかな。そこが問題なんだよな。ネリガンは多分無実なんだよな。あいつあんな貧弱な体でやれるわけねえし。男が2人で協力して行った場合は同じような結果が達成できるかもしれない。計画的だなこれ多分。あ、まだできない。あ、そう。じゃあ操作続けましょうか。これであれなんかまだできる。これとこれってつながる？あ、つながる。どれ？あ、これか。ライアム・ハートレーはピーター・キャリーの妻を誘惑し、彼女に恋をしていた。関係は無害な。絶望的に恋をしてた。でもこれはある。この線でいくとつながる？つながる。これがハートレイのジュディス・キャリーへの愛情とニアスとして働いていたという実が。まあこれはこっちだね多分。矛盾してるんだ。矛盾してる。無害な言葉が。でも別に絶望的ではないな。こうなるな。まあさ、こっちにすると消えるよな。でも盛り付けるのあいつぐらいだしな。一旦これで。あとなんか話聞けるのかな。もう話さないんだっけ。言わない。はい、もういいです。
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
完了したしな。ライアム・ハートレイは違う。こっちだ。道徳的選択。さてどうするか。状況だけで言ったらもう確定なんだよな。盛り付きだし。計画的な犯罪ではなかった。どうなんだろう。方面、いやこれはでも有罪だよ。ダメだよ、有罪だよ。何があったりしろ殺しちゃいかんよ。そりゃダメよ、殺しちゃ。 次の日、さてどうなるか。
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
探し出す
That would be
必要
futile,
な
as
い
he will be with us in approximately
約12
12
秒後
seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour.
No, I just heard the front door. Prepare yourself.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address? Is he
なる
here?
ほど。手紙を出したのか。
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, may I present to you
船長の代
Inspector
わりに
Lestrade
警
of
部を紹
Scotland
介させて
Yard?
くれ。
That means...
It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder
まあ
of
でも
Black
殺害容疑
Peter.
がかかってしょうがない。
What? What? A trap? You think you can take me?
Here now. We'll have
こ
none
れ
of
これや
that.
めるんだ。
And I say that we
What?
will.
早い。そのイーストレート、何これ、何このシーン。お、来た、いいね、左。右、入る？あ、入ったね。いいよ、いいよ、来た、空いてる。かわして左ジャブ。あ、いいよ。あ、待って、あ、何今押し出された。ごめん。打っていくよ。あ、いいね。あ、待って、タイミングが悪い。俺が悪い。ドン。はい、もう打っていこう。いいよ。当ててるよ。いいよ。いいね、決まった。素晴らしい。KO!
Are you all right? Are you able to stand?
Oh, my
顎外れ
jaw.
た？
God. He took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, he would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
いいね。
Yes, he was lucky.
Ah. But you got him.
It was remarkably easy. He lost his balance after he struck you.
And you practice boxing, I know. You must have hit him hard. Our fellow is knocked out.
いや、気絶させないとどうにも
We
なら
shall
んでし
call
ょ、あ
for a
れ。
police cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well, no need for a hospital. I would prefer to keep this between us. You know.
Of course, Inspector. The case is closed.
これってことは、あれ、逃がすこともできたのか。あ、なに、ここでまだ戻れんの？はあ。いや、でもこれどうやっても、そうとしかならない。これより事件が最終的に完了します。事件のすべての保存データが失われる。いや、いいね。でもこれはこれしかないでしょう。これで事件1個目かな。これで1個目が解決した感じかな。
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes.
Hmm.
As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping
何やっ
wood.
てんだこれ。
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
どっか行
He
くん
is
だ
a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have
こ
no
れ次の
time.
事
Send
件の
whoever it is
始まってい
away.
るのかな。
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
お、誰だ。
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown
これもなん
itself.
か次の事件
You
が
must
始ま
help
っ
us
てるな
with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
お兄さん
I
か
wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your
取るに
petty
足らない探
detective
偵事件
affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or
お
worse,
兄さんはなんか
undertake this
政府
job
の
of
役員
yours.
なんかな
You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose
完
to
全に意
help,
見が
I
す
can
れ違った
assure
ね
you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band
理
of
想的な
idealistic
テロリスト
terrorists.
団体
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You
関係
need
ない
me,
ね
Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes
7分
late.
遅れることを知っている
You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your
いや
return.
絶対そんなうまくいかないでしょこれこれなんかお記録さっきの事件結論ケアンズが犯人おちゃんと手がかり16分の16見つけてちゃんと結論は一致してるね俺以上正解は正解だったってことかな記念品森いるこんな記念品とりあえず今回はこんなところかな一応なんか事前の情報によると事件6個ぐらいあるっていうからまあ1回事件1個で6回ぐらいで終われればいいかなとは思いますはいというわけで今日はここら辺で終わりたいと思いますご視聴ありがとうございましたよければチャンネル登録高評価あと Twitter のフォローなんかもしていただけると嬉しいですではありがとうございましたお疲れ様です